What's happening? It's your boy TBC. I'm gonna start this new segment a lot sooner rather than later. And since I got no comments for an album review, someone texted me and they requested me to do an album. So today I'm gonna be reviewing the album by Neck Deep, which is the band, and it's called Life's Not Out to Get You. Okay? So I'm gonna go track by track, tell you what I like, tell you what I don't like, and then I'm gonna give it an overall score, if it's worth buying, if it's worth listening to, um, and I'm gonna link it in the description so you can take a listen. Alright, so the album starts off with the first track called Citizens of Earth, and it's probably the most punk song off the album. It has a nice uh nice deep guitar, deep vocals. The drum beat is good. It's a good song. It has a opener where they're all sitting in the studio talking, but it's like that faded sitting in the it's hard to explain, but it's probably the most punk song off this album. So with the second track, it's called Threat Level Midnight. It starts, this is where the album kind of starts getting more pop punky. Um, the guitars in this song really blend well together because bands usually have more than one guitarist. Um, so one's doing like a heavy riff, and the other one's just a lighter riff. The drums mix in too, but the vocals sound a little different from the first track. They're not bad, but they're a little different. Track 3 is Can't Kick Up the Roots. Track 3 is a faster paced song, and it's a song that the singer's talking about, hometown memories. Um, the chorus is catchy, and like I said before, it's a little more poppy, and it is a little repetitive. But there's a part in the song where the instruments cut out and the vocals are coming in from further away, and there's just like a clapping beat, and it sounds good. It like it gets you kind of going for a second, and then it takes you back into the song. So track 4 would be Kalima, and it has a fast start, but then slows down. I like this song a lot. This album's a more of a sad album, but there's some pretty good songs on it. Um, the chorus is catchy, but it is more poppy than the first track. It's very kind of similar instrumentals to track 2, 3, and 4. Oh, I'm sorry, 2, 3. So track 5 is Gold Steps. It has a good guitar intro. It's a nice riff, and then the drums kind of pick up, and it picks up, but the chorus of the song isn't my favorite. I think for track 5, I prefer the instrumentals over the vocals because the vocals kind of seem a little repetitive, and the instrumentals actually seem a little different than B4. Alright, track 6 is Lime Street. Lime Street starts with a faded guitar introduction and then proceeds into a deeper riff with drums. This is probably one of the more sadder songs, but the chorus is my favorite off the album, and it is one of my favorites from the album altogether. I think the drums really push the song to go more, and then the instruments kind of fade out in the end, and it just kind of pushes pushes the song a little further. Track 7, Serpents. The track starts with slow vocals and a single guitar riff, and it picks up extremely fast into a fast-paced song. The vocals are still slow, but the instruments pick up, and the vocals are very soothing to hear. Halfway through the song, you start focusing on the bass guitar. So basically, uh, the guitars start playing a little softer, and the bass guitar is going out is the focus with the drums, and that sounds really good, you know. But then after that, it picks up to the fast-paced guitars and stuff, and I personally like when you can hear a good balance of everything. So you know, God, the things I do for you people. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's my new shirt, by the way. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Track 8, 8, whatever. The Beach is for Long. Love. The song has a great guitar riff starting it off, and it goes well with the vocals. It's a little repetitive though. It is. Um, it the song picks up a lot and then slows down and then goes back and forth. Um, the chorus is catchy, but I don't know. I feel like it's just missing something. Um, it, it's just it's the problem I have with this is the instrumentals sound very similar to a lot of other tracks. Alright, we're gonna move on though. Track 9 is called December, and it is my favorite song off this album. Excuse me. It's a slow song with acoustic guitars. The song, it's a very sad song. It's about losing someone you love and hoping they, you know, live the dreams that you two always talked about. Um, and I think it's like a really much needed track for the album because it slows down the pacing a lot and it adds a lot more variety. And I think the vocals on this song are just absolutely mind blowing, and it's just such a good song. It is my favorite track. Okay, track 10. Second. Track 10. Smooth seas don't make good sailors. The track starts off with a very pop sounding. And then it kind of still has that sound, but it has like a slow drum breakdown, which sounds really good. But this song is more poppy. I think it's one of the songs where I like the instrumentals better than the vocals. I really like the drums in this song. They're really good. So I personally like the instrumental a little better. Alright, track 11. I hope this comes back to haunt you. The song starts slow with good vocals and a nice guitar riff again. It's a good change of pace and it's a sadder song. The song does pick up with the instruments and the song does speed up, but I prefer the slower introduction. But besides that, I think the way it builds in is really, really good. And I think that would be my second favorite track off this album. So, you know, it's good. It's good stuff. Track 12, Rock Bottom. The song starts with a bass intro. So I was like, yo, I like bass intros and whatnot. Um, and then the drums build in, and then it slows down and picks up, but it's more poppy, and it kind of sounds excuse me, it sounds very similar to other tracks, and the guitar riffs aren't my favorite in this song, but it's an okay song, but it reminds me a lot of the other tracks. So, my personal score for this album, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Great vocals, the instrumentals are good, but they're a little too similar sounding. I like the punk influence to it, and I think the slow song really added a lot, but I think they needed a little more of that in this album to kind of mix it up. I think the thing with this album is it needs a little more variety. Is it worth it to buy? It's sold for $10. 12 tracks, $10. I really do think you should pick it up, give it a listen. I'm going to link something for you to go find it and listen to it in the description because I honestly do think it's an album worthwhile to listen to. I think my only complaints are it's a little repetitive. Um, Sometimes it sounds a little more poppy, but I think the vocals are great and I think it's a good album. So, if you like this video and you want more of these videos, leave a like and subscribe and leave a comment and music-o.